Well, hello again, everyone. It's Nick Michalak with Steve Frazier,
Hello again.
Trent Zuberi,
Hola again.
and we're concluding the Back to the Future trilogy today with part 3. So, guys, hope you have enjoyed parts 1 and 2 up to this point, and enjoy us for the rest of the ride. So, you can sync up your own copy of Back to the Future Part 3 with the timestamp to 0, and press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Ooh, we got the throwback Universal.
Old school.
Oh no, this is like the anniversary thing. They go through all the logos before debuting the new one.
I don't think this was the film where they debuted.
I think this is the
that one.
This might have been. I don't know, because I mean this was released in the summer.
Could be.
This one's cool. Is there another one after this now, or this?
No, this was the new one, and this is the one that I feel like I remember the
they
most.
did another new one in the late '90s.
They did.
It's
Probably
kind of the same thing. It just more.
Probably for the 90. It was the 90th anniversary or 80th anniversary maybe.
I don't know. It just did a new one. This all CGI.
Well. Bobby Z, he's back again. Times 3.
Saturday, November 12th. No longer. This is the first movie that my birthday is not part of it anymore.
Right. Because when they go back to '85, it's the next day.
It's the next day. It's 27.
And it's wonderful that the climax of the first one was in all 3 movies.
That's true.
And so part 2 is released in November. This one is in May, so it's about what, seven months tops.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
You mean part 2 only had a few
A 6-month window?
Yeah. So
That's it?
Thanksgiving to Memorial Day.
That doesn't seem like a lot to resonate. Like, well, I guess they were trying to get.
Well, they were filming everything back to back. So I mean, they probably had. They released this one and probably just had post production to do on the third one afterwards. So
Yeah.
even then, the third one doesn't have too many visual effects to it.
No, that's true.
So there's a lot just editing, mixing, scoring.
This is a good way to pad your runtime too. You just keep
You can see the fire strips basically.
Oh, yeah.
You can just see them set up.
right. The wind's blowing,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
oops.
Yeah.
You basically say, "Oh, we're gonna make a 100-minute movie, but 10 minutes of it is gonna be stuff we already shot."
Which is even more true in the last film.
Yeah. Although they compensated by reshooting half of the first film for the last film.
Yeah. I was mentioning to Trent a little bit before that. So looking at the box office takes, and each film in the franchise grossed less than the previous one.
Yeah. That makes sense.
First one was $389 million. The second one was $331, and then this was $244 million.
Yeah, but 244 is nothing to
No.
I'm not shaking a stick.
No.
At 240, especially when it only costs 30 or 40 to make, probably.
Yeah, I mean part 2 was $40 million, so I can't imagine part 3 being any more expensive. I can check that in a sec.
Oh, Mary Steenburgen.
Wife of Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Yeah, both films had the same budget, $40 million, so they just split it in half.
And they did pretty good.
So they spent 80, and they got, what was this, 280 on this
Yeah.
one, and 320 on the other one? Is
Yeah,
that what you
so-
said?
Fair.
That's a lot of
So
profit.
that's 600 million. So
Yeah.
they spent 80, they got 600.
I'd say they did okay.
That's the reason that horror movies continue to make sequels. Because,
They cost little and they make a lot.
they make a ton of money. But even, if the sequel only makes, a fraction,
Yeah.
it's like if I say, Trent, you give me $10 and I'll give you $100. And then you go, that's a great idea.
Right.
And then if I say on the next time, Trent, give me $10, but I'm only going to give you $80. you're going to go, that's still a pretty
Still
good deal.
Exactly. I'm still making money.
And we're going to keep going until maybe you only get $20 back, but you've still doubled your money.
And at that point, I got, how many, exactly,
Right.
how many transactions between us.
Right, there's 8 movies.
Yeah.
Right, because, we did
Look at the Saw series.
we've done enough commentaries on horror sequels where, like, they're critically panned and they didn't do as well, but they still made profit because it didn't cost more than $4 or $5 million to make.
I love the ottoman out of a hoverboard.
Nice.
Sorry. Anyway.
Yes.
The point being that they made a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
The movies are a success no matter what. We know that.
What year are we in right now?
55.
The
55.
The film taking place, you mean?
I don't know. This is 55.
It's
No, I'm just
55.
asking, do you mean what
Yes.
year the movie was released in?
I mean, I know it's 2018 currently.
No, I mean, do you mean what year the film was released in? Or
Oh, no. What year are we
This is 55.
presently? Okay.
55, yeah.
I was just confused by the hoverboard.
Because he had it with him.
In the car, yeah.
There it is. There's your answer right
Well,
there.
see,
and it's also 7:01 a.m.
I'm all...
If you really hate the
I thought it was 9 o'clock. God damn it. Okay. So then, I'm still confused on this point you brought up last time, Trent, about the gigawatts. The gigawatts, he said, came from the lightning.
Right.
And those
Right.
the gigawatts came from the plutonium.
Right, because they need 1.21 gigawatts to power the flux capacitor.
Does plutonium generate gigawatts?
It must.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell the point of the plutonium was.
Or the 88.
Or the 88. That's what
One
I'm
of the two.
Because, again, that static energy you can create by moving the card that fast can create that energy, or you can just shoot a bunch of energy into it. Does plutonium do that? Does the 88 do that? We need answers, Bob Dale.
I'm not involving myself in this conversation anymore.
Somebody comment on this video and tell us what the hell what are we missing here?
It doesn't make sense to us either, Doc. It's fine. You're still going to make $200 million.
Okay, just for a moment, because in the first film, Doc says that he needs the 1.21 gigawatts to generate enough. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to remember
we'll watch
dialogue.
the movie.
That's
Yeah.
all. I'll look it up on IMDb.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Has this jacket always been like snakeskin?
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that
Yeah.
with the magnifying glass in the mouth.
In the video game for PS3, there's a great scene of Doc's lab and house where you have to pull off a little mission or something.
Sure.
And it's pretty scale to this. It looks pretty cool.
Here's that prop again.
Yeah.
I don't know if they rebuilt it or if they still had it laying around from 5
Right.
years
I
before.
imagine it's still hanging out.
And the saxophone.
And there's Einstein.
Oh yeah. Does he know it's different?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, he's from then. No, he's from 85. See, I don't even know. I'm confused.
He's reading the letter that 1885 Doc wrote.
No. I was thinking about the dog. I was trying to remember which time period the dog came
The
from.
The dog is
85.
This is Copernicus.
No, the dog. Einstein's. This is Copernicus. This is a different.
Oh
dog.
right, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't
Because
take
you
out-
said there's Einstein, but I thought you
Oh
meant
yeah.
the dog.
I
Because
I didn't mean. I incorrectly
Give
said.
me a
Einstein.
moment. In the last film, they leave Einstein back because Marty asked about leaving Einstein and Jennifer behind in the alternate 1985.
Right.
He said once we fix the past, everything will change back around them. They'll be fine.
Yes.
So Einstein's still in 1985. This is a different dog.
Right.
Copernicus.
Yeah. I only said that because he said there's Einstein,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was my
and then
mistake.
I got confused.
We're off to a rocky start here, boys. Part 3 is the Part 3 commentary is off to just as rocky start as his box office tape was in 1990.
Oh, maybe we'll end up with an extra $200 million at the end.
Hey, who knows?
I love that TV.
There's your hint. Einstein's your dog.
That's funny. Apparently, the answers to all of my questions will come in the next 1 minute.
Stop asking them.
Oh, that's funny. How weird would it be to send a letter to yourself in the future and then not ever have read it before?
Yeah, that's the part. That's because I can write one now and
read it later.
Bury it and read it later or something. But
what if you open one that you wrote?
I'm like, whoa.
That you don't remember writing.
What's about to happen?
Although
you can't remember writing because you haven't written it yet.
Yeah, but it happened 80 years before this.
Yeah, but that's from Doc from the future.
Yeah.
Doc from the future has written this note, and the past Doc is reading it now.
So that Doc would die before this Doc is around, so everything's fine. 1885, 1955. That Doc would be dead. So there's no crossover potential.
Yeah,
at all.
that's true because he's gonna grow up to become that one.
Right.
Right.
Who goes back?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was always interesting that when they, like the stuff that 1885 Doc set up, like he buried the time machine in this coal mine, and years before this, and it should still now it'll be here, and that kind of.
So does that mean there's 5 DeLoreans in
1950?
In
well,
1955.
One's gone. No, the other ones are all gone.
Oh, okay.
They all left already. We're done.
Okay.
We're a week later now.
It's a week later. Okay.
Everything's already went back to where it's got to go. He's
I can't imagine if we're having this trouble. I can't. Can you imagine writing this thing?
I mean, there's a room full of guys writing this thing and try drawing out timelines.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I imagine lots of dry erase boards.
Oh, big time. There's his initials. ELB. He buried that sucker in pretty good.
Yeah, how did he know it would still be here?
I mean, it's a coal mine.
Well, I know, but I mean, they cave in, they get what have you. Hey, there it is.
The Delorean.
I can't imagine that it'd be in working order. I love the headlamp on the dog.
Yeah. You definitely like getting a microchip to replace that in 1955.
That's funny.
Doc was just so ahead of the game.
I mean, he should be the Nobel Prize winner for everything. All categories. Doc Brown.
Made in Japan. Where'd he get this excavator down here? Where's all this coming from? Oh, okay. Doc has money.
It's just a Ford truck
with a toe on it. Looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they do allude that the fact Doc is very well off. He inherited a huge family fortune.
Right.
That's why he has a huge house and doesn't really have to work. He just sits there inventing shit all day long. Doc just has resources, man. He's a man of resource.
Wouldn't that be nice to just have resources available all the time?
You just sit around dicking around, inventing stuff. Copernicus, there's furthering the answer.
What's he looking at? Aww.
Oh, shot in the back by Beaverton. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is the dialogue from the first film regarding the plutonium.
I love that you've researched
because
this.
Marty asks when he says plutonium, do you mean the sucker's nuclear? He says, no. This sucker's electrical.
Yeah.
I need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity I need. So the plutonium is like a conductor.
It acts as the electricity.
Yes.
So the lightning replaces
the conductor. Yeah, the
plutonium.
Right.
which is fine. Which is that explains everything, but it still doesn't explain what was the dialogue about why we needed 88 miles an hour.
Doesn't explain it. We don't get
that's a great look, by the way, on a Tannen.
What a scumbag.
I wonder if I would look like a cowboy if I grew out a beard and cut my hair. You've already you've already got a full beard.
Mm-hmm. Give it a
so
shot.
if you,
I'm cutting the hair soon. I think.
Are you really? You're gonna. Oh, you're leaving the team?
I think so, man. It's getting there.
You're leaving the team. I'm so heartbroken right now.
I know. It's been many years, many years. It's been it's starting to thin a little bit. You know, it's getting not as thick as it used to be. You used to have your luscious thickness.
I do have luscious thickness.
Mine's thinned a bit. Might have to, opt for a change here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My
condolences.
I haven't done it yet.
He looks like a great cowboy. Anyway, I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, look at the old clock tower.
There he is.
So, if there's picture proof. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I'm going back. And this look he gives him. I always love that. He whipped his head at him. He's like, letting him know that I'm serious. The tires were great. I remember laughing my ass off at the tires because they were just so goofy.
Well, yeah, they're just whitewash 1955 tires.
I know, it's just so funny that they were on there.
How come nobody's ever made this version of the DeLorean?
I saw it once as somebody modeled it.
Okay.
I saw it at Days of the Dead convention. Some guy had that version with the white wall tires.
Love it.
And I was like, "Holy shit! You actually went with part 3. That's nuts." I would have bought all 3 because he had all 3 for sale. He was just asking way too much for all of them.
And they were just like models.
They were just models. He made them, but full scale. Like it even had that little cluster of shit on the hood for part 3. It had Mr. Fusion for part 2. The original for part 1.
Not full scale. Also, be actual size of the actual.
Well, I mean, like scale.
It was scale. Yeah. Proportionate.
But
where did he get this? I mean, this is a John Wayne outfit right here.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking the 50s in California. It probably wasn't hard to get. This was the Old West.
I like it. I want to be a cowboy.
You could be anything you want. Halloween's not that far away.
What's playing at the cinema here?
Francis
in the Navy.
Ma and Pa Kettle. It's the Pocahontas driving. God, the further exploitation of the Native Americans, man. This country was just ridiculous about it.
The time vehicle. It's not a time machine. It's a time vehicle. That's a great
It's a vehicle for 1955, Doc. It's a vehicle.
That's true.
Well, they will, as we find out. I like the teepees in the background. This Doc is chilled out a bit. Like he was really like he was so goddamn like
it's off the wall.
Yeah, he's like accepted the fact that hey, this weird shit that I've been thrust into actually does exist. I guess. Fuck it, let's just roll with it.
Yeah. I guess you could say it's probably a overlooked piece of continuity. It's like, well, if 55 Doc knows all this stuff happens, just with this element of the plot and everything.
Yeah,
Doc gets sent back. This whole thing is like
right at the beginning he didn't know, but now he knows.
Right, so he realizes DeLorean is going to get malfunction. He's going to malfunction at some point. He's going to send Doc back to the 1880s and everything. So it's like a little overlooked in like, well, how do you deal with it? Apparently in the novelization, he apparently just got flat out drunk to just forget all about it. But then this film shows Doc can't hold his liquor anyway. So I never read them, but I did have the the novelization of 2 and 3.
I had the novel of 1.
I think I gave them both to Eric because he was such a big fan of the franchise.
These Indians aren't stopping. Like, what in the fuck are we looking at right now?
Yeah, because the car still hadn't been invented here,
Yeah.
obviously. Some great Indian costumes.
Yeah.
He loves that yell. I wonder if that's how he really yells in real life.
Probably.
Like if Michael J. Fox in, 2004, well, maybe not in 2004 because he wouldn't be driving a car, but if he, whatever, and, he's screaming, does he sound like that?
I don't know.
That door opens perfectly in this cave.
Right in the cave.
I don't know. I always kind of like the look of the DeLorean with all the dust on it. It looks rusted.
Mm-hmm. The cavalry.
That's right. This would be a great Halloween costume. Marty McFly of
Part 3.
Yeah.
Because everyone does the Marty from the first film, or
Right,
maybe some people do the
orange
future
vest
version.
and
yeah.
I can't imagine people have this one with the little nuclear atom symbols.
Oh, God. I didn't even notice those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Brown fashioned this himself. He's got his Ultimate Warrior fringe.
Texas Tornado.
Yeah.
I found out, I recently mentioned the Ultimate Warrior. Did you know the character was supposed to be...
An Indian?
An Indian.
Yeah, I heard that.
A savage Native American.
No
I didn't realize that. Oh, man.
That's unbelievable.
Damn.
Oh.
Hello.
It's fine.
Jeez.
Would this bear...
Jesus Christ.
Would this bear really be... What state are we in? California.
California.
Would
Yeah,
this...
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The bear's on the flag.
All right, yeah.
The flag of California
okay.
has a bear on it.
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm reasoning here.
It's a hell of a stunt there.
Oh.
It almost looked like him.
Yeah. Then we get another little optical split there. Their computer motion control cameras.
This movie also points out how the Irish were so looked down upon in those early settler years too, because he's like so shit on and stuff. Seamus McFly here.
Seamus is such a good name.
Ain't your stereotypical Irish name. Seamus.
Fella. It's a good thing he never says fella in this movie.
Fella?
The consistent him waking up with in this fashion, Leah Thompson at his bedside.
Why would Leah Thompson
Yeah.
be at the McFly farm?
Why would she be playing
a married-in
Right.
relative, right?
Right.
Because the Seamus McFly is the actual descendant.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Well, they all just marry the same, George married, her descendant or something?
Right.
What's it supposed to mean?
Yeah, I mean, 1955 McFly doesn't go, hey, you look just like my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. William would be his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
He still had his, I didn't catch that. He checked for his
He
pants.
checked for his underwear. Yeah.
Shit. I never caught that before. That's awesome.
Apparently, they did ask Clint for his permission to use his name in the film. So.
Did they really?
Yeah. And I guess he was amused, so yes.
Well, it's not like it's going to hurt him.
No,
You know.
but
I mean, especially... This came out in 90,
yeah.
so he was probably getting ready to
do
begin production on Unforgiven.
Yeah.
God, look at that water.
Marty is.
Ooh.
This corn on the cob looks pretty healthy.
Yeah, I didn't see any cornfields around.
They're also eating like a boar or something. What the hell are they eating there?
Something he killed in the wilderness because they're the pellets. The shotgun.
You chip a tooth.
No, straight up.
She seems upset by this. That's some early living there, guys. This looks really natural, too.
Looks pretty good, yeah.
Did we ever have a reference to William in any of the other movies?
No.
I didn't think so, but
No.
when they said William McFly...
I think they're probably more or less just trying to connect lineage, that's all.
Yeah, he just made a
Just
face
like-
like maybe we should be remembering something.
Yeah. Probably just to say, hey.
And I have the worst memory of all time.
Yeah, so it's probably just connecting, like, yeah, these are
Officially,
his great-grandparents, whatnot, so you can just connect it and see every little piece moving forward.
Wouldn't it be a trip to hold your grandfather as a baby? Like, that would fucking blow my mind right now. Great-grandfather.
Oh, that's...
Well, like, I imagine George... Well, George was in
Oh, yeah,
1955, was about 18.
So,
yeah.
so it's 70 years, so...
So it is great.
Great-grandfather.
So, yeah, Seamus, so...
Yeah,
it'd be
because
great,
Will
great.
would be the father of Crispin Glover.
Yeah. No. Crispin Glover is his father.
Right.
So he's holding
Oh,
a
so
great...
it's-
The baby is the grandfather of
Crispin,
George McFly.
right, George McFly's grandfather.
So by the time...
So we're like we're 3 generations back here.
So by the time you get to the 50s, that baby is about 70-plus years old.
That baby's an old man somewhere living in a retirement home in beautiful Hill Valley, California.
Which is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. Ghostbusters 2 reference. Anybody catch that? While we're having this little, look, a bathhouse. Now those are popular right now on Boys Town, Chicago.
Yeah.
The bathhouses.
Steamworks? Is that what it's called?
Steamworks, yeah, that's it. I got a free T-shirt from Steamworks at the festival.
Yeah, shout out to Steamworks. If you'd like to sponsor our show here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come take a bath while we commentate a movie.
I don't think bathing is what you're supposed to do there.
I understand.
A. Jones Manure. So there again, this is now
It's a legacy.
it's the same A. Jones that has dumped shit on all of the
Well, this
cannons.
is A.
We've
Jones.
been
The
in
other
the
one
shit
was
business for
Oh,
three-
J. Jones, T. Jones, or
D.
something.
Jones.
Been in the
A.
shit.
Jones, D. Jones.
The Joneses have been in the shit business for years.
The shit business. Look at my legacy of shit. Isn't
There
it
it is.
glorious?
I can't imagine that this building would be built in 1885. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's some great buildings in Chicago that are built that long, even older, and shit, man, they're still standing pretty nicely.
That's true. That's true.
Wells Fargo. Get a plug.
Yeah, with their horse and buggy.
Came back to bite him. All that shit play he did with Biff.
Reminds me of the opening to Clue.
Yeah, yeah.
Wadsworth steps into dog shit.
The running gag of smelling the. So there's a second Wells Fargo.
Yeah, that's was the one I
yeah.
was pointing out on the.
Oh, I thought you were
building.
pointing out on the buggy.
No, I didn't
I
see
thought it was
anything
on
on
the
that
buggy,
thing. I saw it on the.
Yeah, because their
building.
logo is the horses and the buggy, the
Mhm.
carriage. So that's what I thought you meant.
No.
A dead Chinese.
Dead Chinese.
sure they have some.
Look at the whores.
I'm sure they have a few diseases to offer you.
To offer me? Why is it me?
I don't know. Maybe it's Trent. I don't know.
Well, I'll take them.
He's not picky.
Which one are you taking?
When in Rome.
Of those
all
three?
of them.
All at the same time?
Why not? I got $10.
That bowler hat is hilarious.
It's terrible.
Whiskey.
Isn't it funny?
Awesome whiskey.
Is like the cowboys of the time are actually much more appropriately dressed for the time.
Yeah.
And then in the 50s, we decided that cowboys actually dressed like this.
Which is ridiculous.
Because basically, every authentic, old school cowboy dressed like that.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Maybe, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb right now. I'm going to throw this out here. I'm going to claim that it was the advent of color television that influenced the way that we dressed cowboys on TV.
I'm going to give you that one. Yes. I can see that. I can see that being a thing. And a reason.
Hey, we can show color to the world now. Let's color everything
Let's color,
up.
yeah. Let's make it as nutty as possible.
Gander.
What kind of skins is them?
Ancient.
EK.
And are these the same three hooligans?
No.
Okay. Because that would have been great if they had
Yeah,
the three guys from Outside the Dance.
Yeah.
The 3D glasses guy and what have you. He's so good.
He is
Yeah.
great.
In fact, in this film, he gets to play completely different characters. He doesn't have to tie it back to Biff at all.
Exactly.
He just gets to be a new kind of bastard.
What's about to happen is fantastic.
The
He's already
moonwalk.
doing it.
He starts mouthing Billie Jean, which is great.
Yeah. And they had Billie Jean in Cafe 80s in the previous
Yeah.
movie. Which is nice continuity there.
That looked like stunt feet to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That is... I'll watch horror movies all day long. That disgusts me.
Oh, God.
And that would absolutely cost a man his life in 1885.
Oh.
You better run, squirrel.
I'm sure you didn't even have to do that much back in 1885.
Especially in the Old West. It was lawless, man. That shit was nuts. It was called the Wild
To
West.
scuff up someone's shoes, I'm sure you got shot for it.
Everybody just shooting everybody. It's like Chicago up in here.
Yeah, Chicago present day.
That's
Yeah.
the Chicago.
It's like the Wild West.
Like Sean Connery. That's the Chicago way. I
Oh,
do a terrible Sean Connery.
well, that's okay. We get you. You had good intent. A for effort.
Sean Connery does a bad Russian accent or any other accent in the universe.
That's gotta hurt, man. Getting dragged
That's-
like that.
that's
Yeah, over the stones and
That's
the
a
dirt.
stuntman earning his pay.
No kidding. Man,
Jesus.
you roll wrong and you got a separated shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
You scrape the
Broken
shit.
wrist.
Yeah. I'm sure they got
That
him
looked like Jackie Chan
Shanghai Noon or something.
wearing a bad wig. That was a really long close-up shot on the stuntman.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now we're going to hang a man.
Let me stop doing hangings. They should go back to hangings.
I think it was after WrestleMania 15.
Oh, bad news. Should have stopped sooner than that.
Look at that scope. Look at his gun.
He probably invented it.
Yeah, well, no, clearly.
Very nice, long, like sniper rifle almost. And he's got the thing at the end there, the crosshatch, yeah, crosshair.
Yeah. This reasoning is a little comedic that goes on right now.
I work in retail. This kind of thing happens all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. You see, it was all like the reasoning. I was on the horse. They threw me off, and I busted a Kentucky Red Eye.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, I bought a product from you. I had it at home for 3 years. My kid broke it. I want a replacement
And then
right now.
Then he killed the horse. So he wants a refund
I mean,
for,
it
for
was
bad
simple,
shooting a horse that's now dead.
It was a simple offer. He said, "Bring him back. I'll reshoe him for you." And he's like, "No, fuck you. I killed the horse. I'm gonna kill you." It's like he offered to reshoe him for free.
He did good customer service right there.
Yeah, but you still get the negative Yelp review on your
Right,
on your
absolutely.
store.
Darn right.
That's what happens. But it's good to see you.
I don't know this one nearly as well as the other two. Like, I've noticed that you've just been Trent have been quoting everything as we go.
I've seen them all,
Right.
man. I've seen
Like-
them all 1,000 times.
Yeah, I've not seen this one, but a handful of times. Even though I've always enjoyed it. $80, $5 shoe, $75 horse.
Exactly, that's what Marty said.
Let's see, what do we got going on in the background here?
Yeah, let's take a look. Start looking at the background's where all the shit's at nowadays.
Right, I mean,
Several clocks.
It's my MO.
Several clocks everywhere.
This is Ice Maker. The Rube Goldberg device again. From the,
Right, because this
Yeah.
is actually 1985 Doc, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's advanced as fuck. That ain't Goldie Wilson right there. Or ain't descendants of Goldie Wilson.
Right.
No.
There's your Claire.
There it is. Good reaction.
You about to fall in love, Doc.
This is quite the device that he set up over here on,
Yeah.
on screen right. And what is it doing? Is producing what?
Ice.
Ice.
Ice, okay.
A single
one
ice
or two
cube.
cubes, or whatever it is.
Huh.
Everything's back to normal.
I'm so glad that he knows the timeline.
Yeah, I mean somebody has to.
Right. That face.
He's great at making these weird faces.
A brown ice cube.
Iced tea. In a nice little beaker.
That's the, I guess that is the difference maker between just tea and iced
I
tea.
see.
We always call it iced tea,
That's
even
right.
though it's never served with ice.
Not necessarily, yeah.
Like, you know, if you go to like a restaurant that has tea, it's never in the fountain. It's always off to the side.
Yeah.
You have to add your own
You
ice.
have to add the ice. That's right.
Mr. Fusion powers the time circuits and the flux capacitor. That's a nice camera move.
That's a great camera shot.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good mirror gag.
When they work, they're awesome. And when they don't work, they're so obvious.
Yeah.
Their own version of Wells Fargo.
Damn.
It's a great idea, though.
The idea was great, yeah. But 24 miles an hour, you're a bit off there. 88's a lot.
They need more horsepower.
Using our alcohol.
Yeah, you'd think that, any old flammable liquid.
And
Year down. Yeah, the gasoline twist was pretty good.
Yeah, you're screwed now.
Mhm.
Just get out of town.
So if they stay here, like let's say they just move out of town
Mhm.
and take horses and drive to or ride to Colorado and set up camp and live there for the rest of their life. What happens in 1885?
I don't know. Good question.
It would be that same thing where they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
There it is. There's your idea, Doc.
Yeah, because like I was mentioning at the end of the previous commentaries, like part 2 has all the urgency and the pacing and whatnot. This one's a lot more relaxed because there really isn't urgency in general. Because I mean, yeah, they got this whole thing of getting everything done before Monday when Doc gets shot, but a lot of stuff they have a lot more relaxed character development stuff, sitting around and talking. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I think a lot of the reason why people don't respond to this as much is that it is more laid back in a certain way.
It's slower,
yeah. It's not running forward so fast and snappy. It doesn't have that thing where, like in the first film, Marty has to be working on this problem of getting his parents back together in the past as quickly as possible.
Right, it's definitely much more time sensitive.
Yeah. And the second film is like, the plot just keeps developing so fast, you just got to keep going with it.
Clayton Ravine, what's called Sanosh Ravine, before she fell off of it. Or was supposed to fall off of it, then they save her, remember?
Yeah.
They made a reference to that.
Yeah.
I always wonder how they built those. Like,
yeah.
How do you build like the support beam all the way down?
Yeah.
Shonash. Wonder if that's a reference to something or somebody.
I'm sure just like they say, well, they reference it, just say it's probably just like an old Indian name or something. It's nothing specific.
Right, but I mean, it might be like
Big Show
a person.
And Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
The Big Show and Kevin. It's the Show Nash Ravine. There's Clayton right there. Wild horses dragging her away.
Literally.
It was so dry back then, man. The Old West. Jeez. These are probably $1 million condo or $1 million homes on this land that they're showing now.
There's probably a Walmart there now.
Yeah, most likely. Starbucks, a Walmart,
Everything you need, really.
a Jamba Juice, sushi place.
Mm.
You know, all the stuff that's in. Shit, there's probably Froyo somewhere there, too. All of her stuff.
Ah, I'm sad it didn't explode in midair like all the cars do.
Her clothes, her belongings, everything. You're not Ted. You're
not Ted Danson.
You're not Sam Malone.
Who may or may not have been on the TV in the last film.
Well, now the ravine won't be called the Clayton Ravine anymore.
That is such a clever thing.
Yeah. Well, they salvaged something, and they got some of her shit right there.
Everything about these movies is clever.
Yeah. Most she gets, she was the nurse. The local nurse coming into town. I forgot what it was.
She's a school teacher.
School teacher.
School teacher. Sorry, yeah. He's in love.
She's got a beautiful purple dress. I'm in love.
She's classy. She's a classy lady. Why are you responsible? You saved her fucking life. Well, it was either detach the fucking the cart, or let her die. You still feel responsible and guilty for that, Doc? So you just try. It's that thing that guys do when they try to over patronize a situation when they like a girl. I'll take it. I'm sorry. What the hell did you do so wrong?
Over patronize is a great way to put it.
Yeah. That's all he's doing. He's over patronized. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I detached the cart that saved your fucking life instead of letting you die.
The moral of this story is he's just really good at customer service.
He tried settling with Griff or Mad Dog Tannen there.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He tried settling the situation. And he's like, I'll give you the free shoe.
He's a giving person.
And he's like, no, I don't want the free shoe. I don't even have the horse anymore, but I'm still complaining about. So fuck you. I'm going to kill you anyway. Customer service.
Toodaloo is underused.
Toodaloo's great.
Why don't we use Toodaloo anymore?
Toodaloo.
That sounds very Irish. Or British Isles.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Is that...
yeah, very British Isles.
Yeah. I wonder if that's where the origin of that came from.
There's the revelation.
Here we go. That's this year. That's awesome. You've altered the course of history. Oh yeah, see, that's what he says. I was freestyling.
Yeah, but how much? What's the worst that could happen? Exactly.
I'm glad he traded in that shitty bowler hat for this
Real
Mad
tough.
Hatter looking thing over here.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if it's Mad Hatter. Is that accurate?
No, the Mad Hatter's the tall ones, like Slash.
Oh, okay.
Words. This is more of like just a regular old Western cowboy hat.
Or what? Well, it looks.
It's not Mad. He's a regular.
It's just Hatter.
It's
It's
just Hatter.
not a Mad Hatter.
Hatter.
I love that he's got the
Even like the scale models, man.
yeah, and it's probably one of those Cub Scout derby car kit. It's got a working windmill.
It does. What is powering that windmill? It's powered. Why did he spend so much time powering the windmill?
He even built the stilts off the end of the track there.
Well, he spends so much time actually creating the model.
Well, that's what he is. I want to be friends with this guy.
Oh, of course you do.
Great guy. I wish they gave a little more background on how the two of them met. We never got that story. Like, how do they know each other? Like, he's just a 17-year-old kid who's like hanging out with this old wily scientist. How does that happen?
Yeah, he had like the key to his house.
Yeah, and they were like best friends.
And what?
There it is, man.
What kind of fuel do they have?
They don't.
They don't. They need
That's
unleaded
That's
fuel.
why they need to do this, because they rip the fuel line.
Well, okay, then what kind of energy do they have? There's no plutonium, there's no lightning.
Mr. Fusion.
They mentioned that Mr. Fusion is what kicks.
It's still on there.
It's still on
Okay.
there. Mr. Fusion's what's going to actually make it function.
Right, because this is the modified
But the speed,
2015 car
the speed will generate
that's now been back.
Yeah. the speed will generate the electricity, and
Got it.
the sucker's electrical. Remember that. Remember that line.
Mhm.
This sucker's electrical.
That's a great outfit.
Look at that ass. Women used to wear that thing, right? Like
Right,
in the old
right,
days,
right.
to like bust out their ass a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people that have asses that look like that without the thing.
Yeah, without the netting or the cage thing, whatever that is that they put around them.
It's like half a hoop skirt.
Yeah, there. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, the pheromones have been released.
Hello.
This whole film is really to give Lloyd the chance to really develop the character and do something more than just crazy, wild-eyed scientist.
Yeah, he has been very frenetic
Yeah.
the whole time.
This is more calmed down, able to be more heartfelt. A little bit more.
Everybody settles down at some point in
Yeah.
life.
Sure. I
Yeah.
would expect that, yeah.
And you get the feeling like, I mean, because Doc said in the previous one, it's like you always had the dream of going to the Old West, whatnot. So it's like he's been here for 9 months.
Right.
And so
he's been
he's had
dreaming of it for his whole life.
Right. So I mean, he's been here for 9 months to kind of settle in and be content with where his life is and everything.
That's more of a Mad Hatter right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Mad Hatter. Yeah, exactly. Fitting for the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It should have been at 10:04. Like, why 8 o'clock? It should have been at 10:04 p.m. At the it should have been set at that.
It's a little much.
they have a Liberty Bell.
Excuse me.
Look at that. Party time.
What do you think that cost in 1885?
The entire town budget. It's over.
Did towns have budgets? I mean, I guess they would.
You need to.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Take the picture.
That's Dean Cundy,
oh yeah,
Our
that is
director
Dean
for Clack.
Cundy.
Of what?
Yeah.
What is he?
He's the
cinematographer.
Oh. ZZ Top?
Yep, it is.
that is in fact.
Mad ZZ Top?
Yeah, and they're actually playing double back.
They are, yeah.
Mhm.
But like like country
Country
western
style, and
version.
this is the soundtrack song
Yeah. And a real crappy music video, though.
where they do their gimmick, right,
They
with
do-
the spinning guitars and the
Well,
spinning
it's
drum.
all these cheapo video composite shots
And
of
then
all
aren't
this
they
goofy stuff
isn't
going
it taking
on.
place here as well?
Yeah,
Like, don't they bring it into
yeah. I thought there was maybe it was even in the trailer
Mhm.
of them doing the thing where their
This
guitars spin.
Well,
they
that
do it
happens later on.
Oh, they do it here in the movie.
They play another song and then
Yeah.
right before they do.
After Buford comes in and starts wrecking shop.
Yeah. Steenburgen's looking all right over here.
Yeah. Shows the right quality of lady for Chris Lloyd to work with.
Yeah.
And the era. She
Yeah.
looks like she belongs
Yeah.
then.
Lloyd's looking pretty good here too.
He's got a good tweed.
Yeah. So Doc went his whole life here. Like he's in his like 50s or whatever the hell he's in at this point in his life. Never married, no chicks, just too busy.
No kids.
No kids, just too busy inventing shit.
Yeah.
And at the age of whatever he's supposed to be here, 55, he gets this young dame, knocks her up with a couple kids.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Over exaggerated.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. I don't know if I would say that the Doc can dance.
Well, he's just in him doing.
He is dancing, but I don't know if he can dance. I feel like there's a distinction there.
Yeah, this goes back to the Cafe 80s
Yeah,
scene.
there's
where,
always
where
so
he's
many
doing
throwbacks.
Well, it's going back to the Cafe 80s when he was doing the video game in there. You know.
Colt's patent fire. Oh, it's a Colt 45 or something? No,
Yeah. Yeah, this is basically the video
Yeah.
game.
Here's your gun flip.
7-Eleven. That was one of the best lines. 7-Eleven. That's when best 7-Eleven used to have arcade games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know the origin on the name 7-Eleven?
Because they were open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, that was,
okay.
that was it. Yeah.
I thought it might be something like that, but I wasn't.
No,
Strickland.
that's all it was.
They're a legacy.
He looks better like that too.
Yeah.
Everybody looks better in a Western getup. That's what we've
Yeah,
learned.
it's true.
I mean, that mustache, the long hair, that mustache. God,
He looks great.
I don't really care for facial hair. I mean, I especially don't like it on me. But man, seeing all these good cowboys,
I mean, these are perfectly groomed. Look at that. That's great.
it might be fake.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sure it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Sure it is, but it looks great.
So there we go. I'll just test out a bunch of fake mustaches
Yeah.
until I find one
There
that
you
I
go.
like. My employees would shit a solid gold brick if I walked in with a fake mustache one day.
See, they're implying that that's Mr. Strickland,
Yeah, but no.
but there's no way it can be.
He had to be like 80 years old, and then he'd be
Right.
100 years old by the time of 1985. So yeah, it's probably still a generation away.
Yeah. So we're for those kind of references, it's too much of a stretch because like
Right, there's
Yeah.
that would've
there's
been
another
cool.
generation in between.
Yeah.
Right. If it were to be really cool, it'd have been like that's Mr. Strickland, and
Mm-hmm.
but it's just we're too far off.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of that?
Wait, did Frisbee Company come from pie plates?
That-
That's a real thing?
That's a true thing. It came
I
from
didn't know
Highlands.
that.
Yeah, that's a true thing.
I really didn't know that.
Just how do you expect it? They just started flipping them around. Piece of calico.
That's a very interesting colloquialism.
He's such an underrated actor, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Smithy. I can't even imagine how awful it'd be.
Oh, God.
That's kind of probably the same kind of gun that killed Lincoln. I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tough guy in front of his lady there.
Yeah. He really always just does want to swoop in and take somebody else's girl, doesn't he?
He can't.
Tenning-
He can never get his own.
Tangent and eggs are just.
He looks like he stinks too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job. Like, you can smell his character through the TV. You know, the part that always actually takes me out of the moment is how good all of their teeth are
Oh.
in period pieces like this.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you that everybody in 1885 didn't have picture perfect
No.
Hollywood
No,
teeth.
No.
Oh, the Frisbee.
One bullet. That's all he had.
It makes perfect sense.
He's looking at him like, what's jerk mean?
It's great.
I never put that together either.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't know what that
like
meant.
light, the whole term actually lighten up. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh,
Lighten up.
plus he is a coming idiot anyway.
You yella. Or you yella.
Yellow belly. And this is right about where the diner would be.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Maybe.
They threw a little comedy in there, which is great. Tomorrow we're robbing the pie
viewer's a
states.
freaking moron.
What about Monday? We do anything Monday? Kill him on Monday.
That poor kid over there is holding his corn on the cob, waiting. All he wants to do is eat. Gotta wait for the commotion to die down.
Yeah.
That's
Took
such
him
a,
long enough to get over
Yeah.
here.
what a great
Yeah,
look.
Jesus Christ. All that shit just went down. Now you show up?
It is kind of interesting that the gimmick for Marty is that he's known by...
There it is.
They're just playing like...
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not.
he's known by a famous other name.
What a family, just a bunch of scumbags.
All of them.
Every generation has been destroyed, though, by Marty the McFlys.
Right.
Like, he ruins this one, he ruins the 55 version, and the 85 version is
2015.
completely emasculated. Like,
Right.
he's just a pussy by 85.
In 2015, he gets Griff arrested.
Yeah, and 2015. So every generation of Tans gets foiled by a McFly.
Although, we don't know what happened to Cliff McFly, nor do we know what happened
Yeah.
to the one in between.
The
Cliff
in-
Tannen, you
there's,
mean.
there's
Or
in
Cliff
between-
Tannen, yeah. Excuse me. We also don't know what happened between Mad Dog and Biff.
Well,
Other than the guns
someone
called
married
Peacemaker.
Gertrude.
He's saying Colt. I'm telling you, it's like the Colt 40 Colt
Yeah.
guns. That's,
Yeah.
That was a reference to the Colt guns.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Didn't get
The
that's
cult peacemaker. You make peace by killing the other dude.
Yeah.
Look at how great these two look in the same scene.
Pretty good.
really good.
I mean, they even overlap.
Yeah.
That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty cool. There it is. That's who he's named after.
I don't know about that.
He's trying to set that, like say that he's just like his, what, great uncle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I can't imagine that George McFly would say, I'm going to name my kid after my great uncle.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? George is kind of a weird guy, though.
That's true.
And he thought the word "damn" was a swear word.
It isn't?
Damn safe now.
Get
I
your
think.
damn hands off her.
You really think I should swear?
Yes.
God damn it, George, swear. I love that interaction. She's doing pretty good for a school teacher in the 1800s. Nice little piece of land she's got here.
I don't think women were allowed to own land.
Somebody owns that goddamn land. Oh, he's telling her the future.
Yeah. Wow. Love at first sight.
He's like, actually, I'm quoting what the fuck happened in
Right.
1969, but hey.
Can you believe that? Like, how weird would it be
Yeah.
to be, you know, if I was like, you know, oh, I read Romeo and Juliet in high school, and they were like, Romeo and Juliet just finished up its first run at the Globe like 2 years ago.
What a trip. Shooting star. Did more happen after that? Where's he waking up later that morning?
I don't know. He's got a cuckoo clock, just like in the first film.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was great.
I do swear by the cast iron. The only thing I don't use my cast iron skillet for is making eggs. So,
Nick, did you say there was a name for these kinds of machines?
Rube Goldberg device.
yeah,
Rube Goldberg?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's one in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, too.
Yes.
The first time I saw one as a kid was that.
I had to make one for a school project
Really?
at one point. Yeah.
This is a fantastic one at the Museum of Science and Industry.
Oh,
There's a huge one if anyone's ever seen that.
MJ Fox cheek there.
I
Yeah.
never noticed there was nudity in this film.
No. Well, when it's a man's ass, it's partial nudity
Mm.
is what it's listed as.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't come home. Whoa!
Yeah.
there-
Oh!
He's like, I hope you know what you're doing. He's not home. And the bed's still made.
Not at the other place.
Oh, well.
He's a little taxi driver for you.
Yeah, look at that. Not only have
Well, no one.
there's been no
There's more
cars
Eastwood.
invented, let alone taxis.
Look at this guy, Mr. Cool.
Wearing it like a boss.
That's funny.
You're the man about town until you get shot in the back by Buford Tannen. Except for this guy.
The Undertaker.
That's so good. Not the Undertaker, an
Yeah,
Undertaker.
an Undertaker. I like the eyeballing. You know, he's like eyeballing his size and shit. Just
What does Chang do over at W.J. Chang?
he's one of them Chinese.
Oh dear.
Out enjoying the morning air. Yeah, taking a little walk back.
Looks just like the one that you're going to be in.
Here lies.
Which means... All the Undertakers are always Stetson hats.
Yeah.
Are always like, you know, they're real.
I like that he's like, he like one runs back with the measurement.
They're very kind of dark and mysterious characters.
With that bit. Marty says Great Scott and Doc says this is heavy.
Oh yeah, he didn't know about the accident.
Yeah.
Well, if you die here, there ain't no future, kid.
Hmm.
Just And again, with the resources. I mean, it's just setting up a track here. How the hell did they get the fucking DeLorean out
Up
here
there.
with everybody seeing it?
Yeah.
On
Well,
the tracks?
The cover of Night. Duh.
Cover of night.
Whose property is this?
Probably no one's.
He's really dressed up like Clint Eastwood now
Yeah, it sure is.
with
Yeah.
that poncho thing. You're right. Getting that DeLorean, like they had to construct a track.
Nobody questioned it.
They built this whole thing.
I mean, what the hell? Movie magic.
Doc Brown's got a feather in his cap.
Yeah, it sure
Does that mean
That means he got some.
he got some last
He sure
night?
got
Yeah.
some.
And you notice the scarf again is that the T-shirt from the second movie, like I said.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the print on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
It's faded to hell.
Oh yeah.
He's
well,
been there for 9 months.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good small detail. The old DeLorean. My old friend.
Right. Now it's got Mr. Fusion. It's got a barcode license plate.
Yeah, it's been through some shit,
It
man.
no longer has 1955 rims, but it now has train track wheels.
And it's just no tires. It's a rim without the tire.
Yeah.
Goes right in the tracks. It's perfect. It's even got that modified bullshit
Yeah.
that
On the
55
Yeah.
Doc put on there.
Yeah.
That is 55 Doc.
This is 85.
85.
Or 85 Doc. Yeah, you're right.
Timelines, pal.
God damn.
Timelines.
God
You
damn
gotta
it.
keep up, man.
Timelines. God damn it, pal. Timelines. Continuity.
I mean, this is generally a great scene because, I mean, this is the stuff you couldn't get in the second film because the plot just had to keep charging forward.
And jumping around. That was the thing.
This one, you just get these moments where you just have these characters who've been through all this shit, and they just have to...
They haven't really coped with anything.
Yeah.
Because still, it's only been, 2 days ago that Marty was
Well, for
living his
Marty,
life
yeah,
from
2
the
3
first
days
the
ago,
first
yeah.
film.
Yeah, it is. For Marty, it's only a couple of days.
Mhm.
No. Wait. Didn't he go back in November?
What are you talking about?
Wasn't it November 12th, one of the days that was like
Yeah.
55.
in 55? But his Marty's actual travel time is
Correct.
2 days.
I think so.
Roughly.
But he stayed in certain periods longer. He stayed in 1955 for a week. Remember that? He stayed in 55 for a week in
Okay.
part
Right.
one.
So we had 55 for a week. He goes back home. Then it's maybe about a day's... The entire second film kind of happens roughly within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then this one's a lot more laid back because we got the day after the beginning of the film, so that's at least a day or so for them to research everything and
What?
get the DeLorean out and stuff like that and set it up to send him back. And then he comes here on the 2nd, and everything happens on the 7th, so this is like another week's worth of
Yeah.
stuff.
But actual travel time when he gets back to 85, it's only been 1 day.
Right.
Yeah.
Like as far as anyone else is concerned, it's been where have you been all day?
Let me tell you.
It's the longest weekend in history. Because the first film starts on like a Friday, and then this film ends on a
It
Sunday.
started on, it said Saturday.
It's the longest weekend in history. Like, sometimes the truth is not the best option.
No.
Yeah, that's... I mean, thinking right now about the year 21 15 or 2118 would be 100 years from right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine. Like, I don't even know how to fathom thinking 100 years in the future.
No.
Right. I mean, more or less, someone comes up to you on the street saying, "I'm from 100 years in the future. I'm here to help you." Or the guys in the
Like
white
the
coats.
Terminator.
I'd just be like, prove it. Give me like 5 ways you can prove it.
Yeah.
And I'll totally buy it.
Yeah.
Like, if you can give me like some really good shit, and you're like, well, this happens, and I'm like, holy crap, hey, I guess you have some background on this. And
Show me a hologram.
yeah, show me something where I'm like, if you're like, here's fucking, you know,
Right. Give me a newspaper clipping or
something. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I'd be like, all right,
Show me your phone.
I believe it.
From the What are we going to have in 100 years that's going to be better than a cell phone?
He pulls out like a thing and says, hey, we thought out Walt Disney and he's alive, and they just opened up, you know, Disney World Antarctica. I'd be like, son of a bitch, I believe you now.
I don't think that's a thing.
I think it could be.
The thought out thing.
You think 100 years ago they thought, you know,
No, I'm saying
iPhone was a thing?
I don't think that Disney is on ice. Is what I'm saying.
Disney's on ice twice a year around here, actually.
I almost went to work for them. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah. I would have been gone for like 6 months out of the year.
Really?
And living
on tour?
they live on a train.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
go on train, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like a bullet train, too, or something.
Yeah. And do you know why that I did not go to work for Disney on Ice? Because the Walt Disney Company says that men can't have long hair.
Really?
Yep.
Were they paying enough
Nope.
to cut your... No?
Nope. Hashtag deal breaker.
Unless they would have made it into a match. Hair versus...
Hair versus hair.
Hair versus Mickey match.
That guy's got a great look for 1800s, doesn't he? With the sideburns and the glasses and the Harry Potter wand there.
Just depressed and drunk.
Pot of coffee. Cheers.
You're gonna
Marty,
need it.
he always wakes up in like this
On-
weird positions.
On his
Yeah.
stomach, like
Yeah.
cocked head. He sleeps like a mongrel. What the hell, Doc?
I like that he just kicks them.
You got me a rut to kill.
I really can't get over how good of an actor he is.
They have to have that stereotypical, like, wily Western guy. Whoa, running mo.
Yeah. And the crazy laughing guy. Whoa.
That's a nice move.
I wonder if that was him. Because they could have easily
Swapped him at that
right
moment.
inside the barn there, which maybe that's exactly the whole reason that they did that. I think that guy's been in stuff. The guy who's laughing hysterically.
You haven't slept all night.
Oh, this is totally comedy silliness there.
The Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Oh no, more the fact that he takes a drink and then he passes out before it's even in his stomach.
Just one.
Huh. Yeah. Make it a double.
bastards.
Have you ever ridden a horse?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nope.
not that fast, but
Right. You've never been on a horse, Nick?
No.
Galloped a horse before. It hurts.
Yeah. It's really cool, though.
It is cool.
It's cool to ride a horse.
I've also ridden a camel.
I did when I was a kid, yeah. And an elephant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
An elephant would be fun.
It was like, put 4 kids on the elephant and go in a circle kind of thing, but still.
That's
yeah.
still awesome.
But yeah, I rode a horse in Rocky Mountain National Park.
Look at the wake up juice.
That's like a Bloody Mary. Throw a little pickle in there, or some celery. I don't know. Because that's good filmmaking, Marty. The funnel.
Gullet. I don't know if I'm using that more. Gullet.
Yeah, gullet's underused.
Yeah.
Toodaloo, gullet.
Toodaloo and gullet. Very underused. It didn't even take 10 minutes.
Oh.
That's awesome. Look at that. Beautiful locomotive.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at the locomotive. Looking at Clara Clayton here.
Well, she's got that beautiful fuchsia colored dress. It was just a perfect shot.
Yeah, that is
with
a
the
good,
with the
this is a great
smoke
shot.
and the.
This is a really nice shot.
I can't get over this look on him. This Irish
Yeah.
country farmer.
Foreign guy, first arrival. And they should call bars saloons again. They don't call them saloons anymore.
I think they do if it's like a
Like gimmicky
yeah,
Western one.
yeah,
Hmm.
like
The Houndstooth Saloon in
Right.
Louisville, yeah. But, saloon.
I like saloon way better. Saloon actually gives me a feel like it's a different kind of bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can open a saloon. It'll be next to the Tilted Fin. It'll be next to the 80s Cafe. It'll be all in a row. It'll be our own Back to the Future trilogy of bars.
The Mad Dog Saloon.
Ooh.
The Mad Dog Saloon.
And
I think there's a future there, guys.
We still don't have a catchy name for our 80s Cafe, but...
God, what can we name it?
I mean, the possibilities are endless.
The Moonwalk
But
Cafe.
But I feel like, ooh,
The
that's
Moonwalk Cafe?
that's not bad. That's not bad.
The cafe could serve breakfast and seafood and call it Craw and Oats.
You've outdone yourself.
The Craw and Oats Cafe. What a combination.
God, Holonos is good.
You better face. Like that is like
Mother's a whore.
Yeah, every like Looney Tunes every Looney Tunes like impersonation of a total like Western
That dude's got an
cowboy
eye patch.
was always that voice. You better tell me right now. Your mother's a whore.
Yeah, he's probably got one of those names like Cookie or.
Where's the Colt gun?
So that was just like
He has it. Just give it a second.
that was just like the beer coming down the bar.
Yes.
Or the Pepsi.
Yeah, he's like, no,
It was a Pepsi, right?
That's a Pepsi. He already has the gun, which later on I remember what he does with it. But now, big shot. He got the 10.
See, now he has bad teeth.
Terrible. He's also a vagrant, though.
Well, when did that phrase become a phrase? Asshole.
I know. I always remember the TV version. It was like They redubbed it over and said
Idiot.
he's a jerk.
Or an idiot.
And
I've seen that one.
He's an idiot,
Even
probably,
though
and
the
doesn't
mouth was
match
still
the mouth
moving.
at all.
Yeah, the mouth is still as it's like, he's an idiot.
Yeah, like, jeez.
You can't say asshole on TV?
No. Depends.
Maybe not in the early 90s.
NYPD,
Oh, then no.
NYPD Blue used to do it, that's for sure.
I mean, I know you can say all kinds of stuff now.
Ding dong.
Because I think my original VHS recording was just off network broadcast.
Of this?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's the guy who was talking to him, right? Yeah, the sideburns.
I wish train cars still looked like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do without the fringe on the shades, but
There it is. With too damn yellow. Probably, who the hell is Marty? Why do you keep calling him Marty? Oh, his name was Clint Eastwood.
there probably weren't a lot of people named Marty. I mean, maybe Martin,
Martin.
but I can't imagine that Martin was nicknamed
No.
Marty in 1880 whatever.
Yeah, I thought so. This guy she's talking to now, he's Richard Dysart, who was in The Thing.
Okay.
He was Doc Copper, and he would later be in L.A. Law. Or probably pretty much right at this time he'd start doing that.
They even had the emergency stop then, huh?
Yeah, I would think so. Great shot
I
there.
think that's as close as you get.
Do you think they shot that in reverse?
Maybe.
Oh.
Just to,
I mean, it was-
how do you pause
yeah,
it right?
I mean, it's right spot on.
Yeah.
Here it is.
He really does look like shit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's dirty.
It looks like he's already been in the manure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't taken a
Shit.
bath in 2 weeks.
He's shit on a stick, man. That's not looking good.
He's the only one with bad teeth, though.
Look at that spin.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell he was working on that stuff all between takes.
Wide stance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the showdown of all showdowns.
Is it?
The irresistible force meets the immovable object right
You
here.
could cut the electricity with a knife.
I think it's like, draw. No. What kind of gunfight is this?
He's flabbergasted. Wow. That's a good one. God, he's so good.
Love that stance. Such a slimy piece of shit.
Yeah.
Look at the beard on that guy back there. That was a great beard.
Look at this. Look at the strut.
The low angle, too.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Amazing.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Oh.
He would be dead.
He would be dead.
Yeah. Your face is
I don't know how he's getting
broken.
up after that. Yeah, take him out. Enough with these damn tannins. I'm still so into this.
Had enough of these tannins.
I'm like so into this still. I've seen it 1,000 times. The same like spin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the manure.
This damn family and shit, man.
I don't know why they're bright green. I mean, I guess with the grass, but
Eh. Well, yeah, there was a deleted scene where Tannen actually killed Marshall Strickland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that why Strickland's not there?
Yeah. I guess they cut because they felt like made Mad Dog far too much of a villain that just having him done in like this seemed disproportionate to him
It kind of
murdering someone.
Serves no purpose to have him
Yeah.
dead. Plus, it would throw everybody for a loop. Like, oh wait, does Strickland not get born? What the fuck? You know, but he's already there. The kid was already born.
Yeah.
Cute kid. I still don't know why he's married to Leah Thompson.
Oh,
That really,
makes no fucking sense.
not at all.
See, that would have been a good place to put Elizabeth Shue in the film then. I don't know. Just thinking outside the box a little. 'Cause she doesn't get anything to do but wake up for 2 seconds.
Yeah. She forever gets that royalty check though.
I was gonna say, she got scale for that one day's work.
I wonder if they had the Star Wars deal on this one too, where you get paid off the box office and royalty, or get paid off the box office and licensing rather than just the flat. Isn't that what the Star Wars cast did? They took like the
Some people did.
yeah, some did, not everybody. I remember.
It probably wasn't
I mean,
offered to everybody.
like Jack Nicholson did a lot of that. Did all. That's pretty much how he got paid for Batman. He
on the back end.
Yeah, oh yeah, he got probably been paid like $100 million off that movie by now.
Jesus.
Because all the licensing and the back end percentage of the gross and everything.
The only person that I really knew who took advantage of that was Keanu Reeves from The Matrix.
Oh really?
Follow-ups, yeah. Yeah, he also made like $100 million. Or
I'm
something,
sure.
just on the 2 Matrix sequels.
She lost her hat.
That looked like a stunt rider.
I can't get over how beautiful this train is. At least the engine. Or locomotive or
Yeah.
whatever.
I wonder where
Whatever the front part is.
I wonder where the train was headed.
San Francisco.
Oh, is that what it said?
Oh no, not this one. The other one. She stopped. It said
The one
San
she stopped was
Francisco.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
This one's going off a cliff. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah.
It's going to explode in midair right before it hits the ground.
The stick-up's great. What we're about to get to here. Number 131 train. Is there any reference to that number at all? It should have been the 121. 1.21 gigawatts.
That would have been perfect.
That would have
Yeah.
been perfect.
That's beautiful. It's like, no. Just borrow the train.
It should have been the 121.
What a squandered opportunity.
Totally square opportunity. Come on.
Wait, so they still have to carry the wood?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's got his own. Well, no, the
Yeah.
wood still need the wood
Yeah.
to fuel the fire. Then he's got his like dynamite stick wood,
I
special wood
see.
in there he's gonna throw in. Wood's part of the deal.
Got it.
I think it's all part of one thing. I don't think you detach that part.
Oh, I think you do.
I don't know.
The pollution from that damn train. Jesus.
That's how they were.
Yeah.
They might still be. I don't know.
The way people are now, you'd think, man, they'd have a fit about that. Perfect stuff. Superconductors.
It just looks like felt with twine around it. He's got it all figured out.
He's the fucking doc.
This is so clever.
Yeah.
It's so clever.
There, away we go.
Come on, girl.
You have to screw everything up, huh?
This looks like a model.
Yeah, that looked like a miniature to me.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
With the stunt rider coming up on the side. Day after your birthday.
Day after.
Whoop, he missed.
Almost.
It's so like convoluted.
Yeah.
But because he did it, you're like, yeah, okay.
I believe it.
Yeah, sure. Just like that.
She's
flying out the back, yeah.
Man, love makes you do crazy things.
Well, it's not bad till it gets to 2,000, so you're fine. Oh, you meant miles an hour.
She might still go over that ravine. It was still aiming for her to still go over that thing.
Right. They
Like she could have still gone over.
and then it would still been named after her, and then everything would have been perfect.
Everything back to normal. Everything would have been just as it was.
Whoop! Golly is underused.
Another one too. Get moving, Clayton.
And she's yelling for him. Can he really not hear
I
her?
mean, it's loud, man. It's a fucking locomotive.
Yeah, and I guess he can't see from his vantage point.
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely hear her, so I suppose.
Here we go. What do I do? What do I do?
Interestingly, there's a scene just like this in Follow That Bird, the Sesame Street movie. That face! There's the windmill. Bitch, you better hurry.
Yeah, seriously, point of no return.
Like, this is urgent, but I don't think he's quite explaining how urgent.
Yeah. Like, he's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
come on out. You can do it. Like, Bitch, you need to do it. That's the thing.
Right. Like, you have minutes, if
Right.
that. Yeah, take your time.
Jesus Christ.
Well, then you're gonna die. I feel like the train's not actually... Like, the length of track that remains is not getting any less. It's always the same distance away.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell it.
Ooh. Hello.
Son of a bitch.
This is what's known in the screenwriting world as a lost point, where you feel like there's absolutely no way that they're going to be able to overcome the circumstances. And this one is really good. Like, you're like, how are they ever going to get out of this in the next couple of seconds?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times. I still am so engaged here. Like, what the hell's going to happen?
Right.
What's going to happen? I mean, I know exactly what's going to happen, but what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's a strong.
Her hair could have get caught in the...
Yeah. It's a high-quality dress, man.
My hair got caught in a film projector once.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, ripped the tuft right out. Well, actually, it wasn't the film projector part. It was a motor on the plattering system that caught the film.
Doc can skate, man. Grab her, goddammit.
I can't imagine he would know how to hoverboard.
Yeah, in times like those, everyone can hoverboard.
Maybe. I'd probably fall on my ass. Like, at going 88 miles an hour, there's not that much track left.
No.
And how is he going faster? He's not propelling himself.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a jetpack.
Off you go.
The fire just extended and hung in midair.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Tell me it blows up before it hits the ground.
No.
And...
Yep.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, this is all miniature work right here.
Some bad blow.
I always love when it would come back in. And that those explosions to come back in.
Eastwood Ravine.
That was such a great little detail.
Right, because he was very popular in town. It would have been known that.
Yeah.
And there's ice on the DeLorean.
There's Hilldale, where he eventually ends up living.
Yeah.
There's a sign for Hilldale. Was that fucking DeLorean?
Ow.
No.
It's gone.
Well, they did say they wanted to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it.
Train kept it rolling all night long. Shit.
Didn't even stop.
No, it didn't even stop. Like, hey, it just ran
Like,
over a car.
That's a hit and run, sir.
He's like, I got deliveries to make. Flux capacitor. Take a souvenir.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Hey, what do you say? At least take a souvenir?
I mean, maybe not a seat, but, you take something. Mr. Fusion or whatever the hell.
Time circuits. Take the flux capacitor, man.
Hanging on the wall.
Use it as like a lamp.
Guess he ain't coming back.
No, sir.
Old cowboy.
The lion is... Look at some of the graffiti's like covered up. If you notice that.
Oh, they couldn't quite get it off or
Yeah.
something?
It's like painted over, brushed out or something.
That's great.
He's back to the car detailing.
What a dork. Look at him.
He's the best actor of all time.
And again, you notice they keep George in the background so you don't
Yeah.
see it's a different actor again.
It's pretty obvious, though.
Yeah.
My great-great-grandfather had a hat just like that.
Well, thanks, Biff. And another time you try to murder me and my father. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
And your goddamn great grandfather tried to ruin everything. And
She was only supposed to be knocked out for like 24 hours or something, right?
what is just a day? It is 24 hours. It's the
Who
next
knows?
morning.
Because he passed out when she saw the older version of herself.
Oh, right.
She's definitely wearing a wig.
Yeah.
The hairline looks a little obvious there.
Does it?
Just somehow you can always just tell when you look. It's like the Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah.
Halloween 2 thing. It's the same. Almost the same wig.
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah.
stitching right across
Yeah.
there where they attached it.
'Cause Liz Shue never had hair that light. She was a little bit more darker.
She's a national treasure. You leave
Oh,
her
yeah.
alone.
Yes.
You leave her alone.
She's yours. All yours.
Hilldale. So far, it looks okay. No, she's like totally mind fucked.
There we go. Flea driving around listening to Huey Lewis.
It should have been all the Chili Peppers. It should have been all.
Yeah, that would have been...
Well, because apparently his gang is made up of different guys from Mad Dog's, Biff's, and Griff's gang.
Oh, really?
Like one actor from each one of the gangs they put into his.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's so into it.
The one in the yellow jacket may have been Ricky Dean Logan.
Maybe. There's the Rolls Royce.
What a beautiful car.
Apparently,
Yeah.
in 30 years, you won't find a Rolls Royce anywhere near Hilldale.
No way.
Oh, Mr. Fusion. R.I.P.
Oh, man. The end of an era. There's a strange little interesting scene about to happen that I found out when Doc arrives back here.
Yeah.
With the kids. You'll see. Oh, there's a picture. Lost half of it.
The half with him in it.
That's the original version before Marty went back to 1885.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's going on? How did the sensors pick up
Right.
this train? What's happening? Why is no one else around to witness this goddamn train?
Little blowback there. Ah, the ELB.
Super train. Look who it is. That wild-eyed inventor. So you found a way to run the damn thing on steam. All right, now watch the kids. You guys know about this?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Watch one the younger kid. Watch him closely in this scene.
I'm gonna try.
Coming up. Just keep your
The
eye.
wider shot.
It's. Is it the younger one? I don't remember. It's one of them. Just watch both kids.
I'm watching them.
It's coming up here somewhere, but it's fucking bizarre, and I never caught it before. They didn't cut it, did they, Nick?
I don't think so. Just gotta wait it out.
Okay. It's a cool picture to have.
That's a great photo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What do you think it means, stupid? Like, what?
There's the kid. Look at his hands.
Did you catch it?
Well, him with the come on motion and
Then
then
he
pointing at his penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid was apparently a mute or something, and he was trying to indicate to the somebody on the set that he had to pee. That's what it was.
Okay.
But like, nobody caught that till years later. Apparently, I'm just waving people over and pointing to his dick.
Yeah. But this is such an odd ending to the film here in a certain way, because I mean, Doc's talking all about you need to destroy the time machine. Never should have built the whole thing. It's just a menace. Then he probably spends God knows how many years building and designing this thing. Apparently, he goes all the way to the future so he can get the thing to fly. So he come back before to pick up Einstein. So he's jumped all around in time already.
Yeah. So it is.
And now where is he going?
The ending is pretty.
More
shit.
importantly, when is he going?
When is he going?
You're right though. I think about the end is really shitty. It's like really stupid. The ending of this series is really dumb.
It is
like,
dumb.
It's like they just build a time machine, one to go in the future to get it, make it fly, pick up his dog and go all the way back in time and just sit in the old west.
And he makes such a big deal about not having it anymore, destroying it.
It's there to give you a happy ending, to make sure that Marty and Doc have their final farewell and everything, but it just feels conceptually, I don't know where.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
It was Ricky Dean Logan.
Yeah.
This is the ZZ Top song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm not a ZZ Top fan. I don't remember this song being popular.
And not too much. I don't think it's...
Like, I mean...
I don't think fans kind of clamor to it. They just stick with Huey Lewis stuff.
Power of Love was like a big hit.
Nominated for awards.
This was
all
not.
that type of stuff. Yeah.
This was not.
But, yeah, and maybe that's part of the reason that I always kind of...
A little lukewarm.
Stayed away from this one, just because it's like... I don't know. I mean, it's not awful.
Yeah, I mean...
And the movie itself is good. I like the Old West theme.
Yeah.
I love that the everybody plays characters from back then with, you know... but you're right. It's just a little convoluted that, you know, he wants to destroy the thing and then...
Spends...
However long bouncing
build
around.
This thing.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No.
But you're right. It's a big, happy Hollywood ending.
If he just wanted to let Marty know he's okay, he could have done the same thing he did in the last film, just Western Union the thing again. He can get the plaque, the frame thing again, and just have a nice send off on that instead of being convoluted, like we said, to spend years building this thing.
Right. It almost
jump
would
around
have been,
to a few points in time to probably go back where he came from.
It almost would have been better if they didn't reappear on the train at the end.
Yeah.
And just did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you don't even have to have exactly that from the second film, but you could kind of like flash back and show years later it's Clara and the kids, whatnot, and he's writing the letter to him or something like that and sending it off. You could have that too, showing that Doc is writing a letter.
That he lived and back
writing
then.
him a letter and whatnot, and what happened and all the type of stuff. You could have done that too.
Yeah,
It's not as visually impressive or whatnot to see that, but it makes more sense.
But this is just goofy. Like you could tell that this was like, how do we end it? Let's think of something. Just
Yeah.
end it with something dumb. They don't want to think about the ending.
Yeah.
It is kind of shitty though.
Yeah, I mean, they want to connect all the character pieces they had with Doc and Claire and everything, but you don't want to sacrifice Doc and Marty, and that tears things apart a little bit. And if you just had an ending where they all get in the DeLorean and go back there, it's like there's not much resolution to that, so it's like, I don't know, I could see what problem they could have with that, developing an ending that's satisfying and makes sense.
Well, that's it. Back to the Future 3.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if they would have just come back and not flown away off into the future.
Yeah.
Like, if they'd have just come back on the train.
Yeah, I could live with that.
I think that would have really been the best compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the fact that it flew off and did the whole thing like the time machine would do, it's like, come on.
It's silly. It's
like,
silly.
where are you
It is
going?
silly.
Like, what's like, where the hell are you going? What are you going to do now?
Right, because going back to the future, no, already been there. One, why did you go there to begin with?
It
made no sense.
Go back and live in 1885 with Clara now? Like,
I don't
what's
have
the
to think like that. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense when you
But like, how long has it been? They had a bunch of fucking kids?
Probably at least 12 years, I'd imagine. They probably got married and had 2 kids, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's
such a shit ending, actually. As much as I love the series, the end of the series is garbage.
Yeah, and people keep talking about a part 4. It's like, I don't know what you would do with a part 4.
There's no part 4.
You'd have to go create.
They did a teaser trailer or something. Did you see that? They did a mock trailer for it.
Yeah, something like that. But
just like a goofy thing to get everybody nuts and talking. Yeah. But there's nothing you can do. What are you gonna do with part 4?
Yeah,
the machine's gone.
The DeLorean's gone, so you can't really rekindle that.
Yeah, but the train is still
trains
around.
Right, but then you got to convolute something where there's some other timeline and some other thing that happens. You want to bring back have them someone steal a train and have them locked down to always have them appear on a train track, which is convoluted too, or this, that, and the other thing. So,
Dean Cundy.
Yep, photographer.
The mortician looked familiar. Marvin McIntyre. I seen him in something else. I don't know. He seemed really familiar.
We got Phineas D.
Phineas is a great name.
Foster as Copernicus, Freddy as Einstein.
Freddy.
So it's nice that they even. All right. But it's nice that they actually got 2 different dogs that play 2 different characters.
Well, they do look different.
Huh.
I think.
Marvin McIntyre, the mortician, last appeared in Nash Bridges in 2001, but was also in such hits as let's see, he was in Twins. That's where I remember him from, was Twins. He was one of the henchmen in Twins. He was also in The Running Man.
Michael Jackson and Clint Eastwood both getting honorable mentions.
Michael Jackson was probably like, "Oh, you did the moonwalk? I want royalties."
Well, because also he was singing Billie Jean, so they got paid royalties on that too.
I don't know if there's anybody more famous in the entire world than Michael Jackson in the summer of 1990.
Yeah.
Probably right.
He might have been the most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
What a feeling. I'm the most famous person.
And the goddamn E.T. Every time. Thanks, Amblin. Roll credits on us.
Yes.
There we are.
So that's the conclusion of the trilogy.
Yeah. This is a fun once-in-a-while deal with the 3 of us.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what next is, then? Is the Christmas. We got to do Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2.
We're leading up to it.
Then we got to find another set of films for our quarterly adventures.
Quarterly treat.
There's always Rocky. There's
there's lots of Rocky. That'll take a year.
Yeah. All right.
A year or 2. Anyway, so guys, thanks so much.
Thanks everybody. That was fun.
See you next time.
Yeah. Bye.